One major thing that I look forward to in my children is their ability to be independent and to navigate through life without fear and with confidence. And a major way or a major advantage I've seen in practicing Montessori so far is the aspect called the practical life activities. Now, remember, I would just like to lay this premise, as I have said in my previous videos, that to a child, play is work and work is play. So since they see play and work as one and the same thing, why not present to them work as though it is play, and they learn through that without you fighting them, without any stress, and then they enjoy it in the process. So it's a win-win for both you and your child. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about practical life activities that you can introduce to your child, in which they can have fun with at the same time they are learning to do real life activities, like real life activities. I mean, what's the essence of even going to school in the first place if you cannot apply what you are going to school to learn in real life? I think that's one major thing why I even dislike our current education system, and I'm grateful because there are alternative methods coming up. Yes. So in case you're seeing me for the first time, I'm Adebanjo Faith Adeola, and I film about faith, parenting, and lifestyle. Yes, here on YouTube. Let's just jump right into this video. So the first practical life activity that I would recommend, in no particular order, is cleaning up. When your child has a meal, and talking about meal, I am currently doing this baby-led weaning series where a child feeds independently. So if you haven't checked any of these videos out, please, you can do well to check it. I would put the link in the description below. So when your child is maybe feeding independently, or you are feeding your child, it is a great activity to actually engage the child in the cleaning up process. So when you're done with the with feeding your child, it's not just good to just, the way we do it normally, just drop your child in a place or prop them at your back immediately and then start to do the cleaning up. They can do this cleaning up with you. Trust me, they will see it as play, especially when they are showing interest in it. Please don't shush them, don't force them to do it, but surely they would show interest, especially when they are still little. It's when they are growing up and they're not used to these things that it becomes a fight, when to make them do it. So the second activity is still clean up, but I would say general clean up. For example, and before I continue, please pardon this background. I couldn't just help but film at this time, and I think they're doing some woodwork upstairs. So if you can hear me, I just pray that it is enough for you. Yes. So general cleanup activities like sweeping, mopping, cleaning the windows, dusting the television set, or wherever it is, general cleanup in your house. Please engage these children. Yes, when they are showing interest in doing these things, please let them do it. Sometimes when I sweep, the first thing that is even very annoying for me is that my daughter stands on the dirt that I am sweeping. So as I move the dirt, she moves along with it and on top of it, and I'm like, why can't you just move beside me or behind me? But what she's trying to do, I think, is that because she also picks the packer and then moves it like she's trying to pack what I've pushed, even if I've not finished pushing it with my brush. So she's just trying to model what she sees me do. And I think that it is the same with most children. So if you have the capacity, please get a child-sized broom and a child-sized packer, child-sized wipe. They even sell these things on Instagram, and generally they sell child-sized cleaning equipment, that they know that this is their own equipment, and when they see you pick up your own broom to sweep, they also run and pick their own up, and it's all fun for them. Now, they might not be sweeping anything in particular. They can even use your own instrument if that is what you have available. And they are, like I was saying, they might not be doing these things well, like achieving your aim, but trust me, they are learning, and you are doing one thing: you are not killing the desire to work in them. They won't see it as work yet. It is work to you, but it's not work to them. So please let them do it. Allow them to do it. It will not, I think at worst, it will just take extra 5 minutes of your time, which is worth the learning process. So these things is about focusing on what they are learning rather than what you want to achieve at the end of the day, which is a greater benefit if you ask me. Yeah. So still under cleanup, I would say washing. Okay. Now, when you're washing your clothes, please allow them to join you. If you're using a washing machine, let them help you load the machine. Even if it's a top fill machine, they can stand on a safe stool and help you load it. If it's this front facing machine, even better still, they can load it and offload it for you when it is done. As time goes on, they can learn to even operate the buttons. These things are things that would help them on the long run. They would not need to be dependent on mommy, dependent on daddy to do things. And you see that your child will stand out amongst others, okay? And then if you're not using a machine and you wash with your hands, beautiful, give them their socks to wash. As they are washing, the worst that will happen is that they will get all soaked up. And after all of the washing activity, everybody will change their clothes, okay? There's no big deal in it. It will just take extra 5 minutes, like I would always say, of your time. So please help let them join you in doing these things. They are seeing it as play, but it will help them on the long run. We personally, even though we use a washing machine, I have the intention, we still wash. I still use my hands. There's no way you use washing machine and you have children, you will not use your hands to wash. There are some hard stains that you need to soak and wash with your hands. So I still have the intention of, as time goes on, whether we are using machine or not, you will still learn to wash your socks and your pants. Right? Don't call me a hard mother or African mother. Trust me, should we enjoy the process all day, as you know, the Lord blesses us more, we'll enjoy the process, and they will see it as play, but we are actually instilling virtues in them, as the case may be. Now, the next practical life activity I would say you can introduce to your child are the transfer activities. Yes, transferring one thing, things from one place to another. As you're already noticing in your child already, you could see that they are picking interest in taking something from one place to another. Maybe emptying your bag, emptying your onion basket, for example, or maybe the fruit basket, just emptying things. Now, this is a time where you would actually focus this play into an activity that is still play to them, but it's more useful, okay? It's more deliberate. Yes. So, for example, if they enjoy scattering pegs, which I think is common among children, pick 2 baskets, the original basket of pegs and another bowl or basket where they can empty it into. Show them how to do it and return it back. Okay, that's an activity. If they, for instance, scatter your stuff, onion and stuff, gently teach them to return it back, model it for them, and as they do it, you just see that naturally they just return it. And even if they want to abandon it there, you can just ask, hello, can you kindly arrange this stuff? Right now, my daughter, 1 year 2 months, and that is what we do. Like, if she scatters anything and we are about to leave that zone, mademoiselle, come back, kindly arrange this stuff back, and she would gingerly pick them up and one after the other return it back. If she's not really concentrating, then I do it with her, but it is a very great activity. Now you can transfer with your hands, they can transfer rather with their hands, or with a spoon, or with this, there's this pick, and I don't know what to call it. We have it even as kitchen instruments, as a kitchen instrument that we use to clamp things and put in. They even sell it as toys, like for children too. So depending on the age of your child, my child is still working on using her hands to transfer things. I think as time goes on, we would start to use the spoon, and then so you think items you can transfer actually could be, like I said, pegs, your kitchen items. And then if you want to now go toys, puzzles, you can transfer building blocks from one place to another. They can transfer what do we call pom-pom rugs from one bowl to another. They can transfer anything and everything. Just get creative with it. It could be their shoes. Just do anything you have available, my dear brothers and sisters. Can work, trust me. So they can also transfer liquids. Yes, when it comes to spoon, they can transfer pom-pom using spoon. They can also begin to transfer liquids using the cup or using the spoon to, you know, fetch it from one place. Of course it will pour, but you can just prepare maybe a tray where the containers are on. Maybe it is water now, or a certain liquid that you're sure you are comfortable. Water is mostly is what, and you know, children like to play with water. So once they are of that age, they can use the cup to transfer the water from one bowl to another. Just prepare the environment such that it will be easy for you to all clean up together, which is another activity on its own. Another great activity is meal preparation. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you will see that I uploaded a video where my daughter was helping me pound uziza seeds. She always comes when I am holding a pistol or, you know, orogotoni stick. She will always want to hold it with me. So please, if you see your children showing interest in that, so far it is safe. In fact, when I'm turning amala, for instance, it is hot, but she would just still want to be there. So just make sure they are as safe as possible, and whatever it is, just allow them to help you in meal preparation. Prepare your kitchen in such a way that they can stand with you while you do it. You know, on say there are these safe stools that are for children, and they can, toddlers, and they can stand in it while you prepare. They can help you fetch ingredients. Just fetch it and give it to them. They put it, and gradually you see that they can even fry an egg, you know, as time goes on, if you consistently allow them help you in the kitchen in meal preparation. Another activity that I'll classify as practical life activity is taking a walk. Now, taking a walk is not an activity, but I know you will agree with me that children like going out a lot. Like, they just enjoy. Most children I know just want to just get out of their house and just want to go and walk about and play about. In fact, when you open the door, they are so excited and they pick their slippers and run out. That's if they remember the slippers. So taking a walk is also good for children. Just stroll with them 5 minutes. Let them walk, and as they walk, they can pick stones. They can, provided it is safe, they can pick anything. They can play with grass. Just make sure they are in an attire you're okay with them getting messy with. And when you come back, you all take an evening shower, and that is it for the night. Okay, so please allow them to get messy, as I always say, and please let them enjoy the scenery of the environment. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe one of these days I could probably do a video talking specifically about the child's work, and maybe not, but that's a great activity. Now, my daughter has not gotten to this category I want to talk about briefly before we round up this video. She has not gotten to that stage yet, but I will just mention in case you have children older toddlers already, and one of which is the sewing activity. You could get there are tools, there are toys. Of course, we don't want to expose them to the real needle, but there are, you know, child-sized or child-formed, child-safe needles, child-safe fabrics that they can use to practice the movement of, you know, sewing. We have toys that has this zip, you know, different types of buttons and stuff like that. So these are things that they can practice with. Another one is the lock and key, where you pick different types of padlocks, 2-3 different types of padlocks, put it in a tray as an activity for them, and then you give them the keys to just try it out. Maybe after modeling it for them, showing them how to do it, not talking much, just show them how to do it, they observe, and then you let them work on it. So these are things that would actually help them in life generally. It helps them focus, and you just see that they are doing more meaningful play than just jumping and maybe telling them to go and sleep or backing them. Now, the next activity would be the sorting activity. In these transfer activities, as your child grows older, now my baby has not gotten to that extent. I would have shown you a video, but for you that your children has begun identifying colors, shapes, you can start to put things together so that they begin to sort items out in shapes and colors, starting from maybe 2 colors, 3 colors, and so on and so forth. Same with shapes, and just be explore and you know, be innovative with it. So sorting activity can be fun, where you have different maybe pom-pom rocks or different colors of pegs or different colors of building blocks or Legos in one bowl, and then you just put maybe 2-3 smaller bowls depending on the number of colors you have there, and then you ask them to sort it out by color. So you can label one bowl as red, green, and yellow, and then they start to sort red here, green here, yellow. After you model it, you see that they begin to fall and you know, align with it. So finally, the practical life activity that I know that can be very helpful for every child is the self-care activities. Self-care like brushing of hair, brushing their teeth, you know, wearing their own clothes, their shoes. All of these are I classify as under self-care. You know, if you haven't checked that video, I have a Montessori video that talks about different aspects of Montessori, different learning aspects of Montessori, the mathematics, the parts. I think I'll just leave the link also in the description box below, where you would please just check it out. Yes, so you know the different aspects of life, that aspects of play that you could engage your child with, that is also educational. Okay, so this self-care, your child can actually learn to brush him or herself, to comb their hair, to wear their clothes, and so on and so forth. So please, if you know your child falls into, I know definitely that all children fall into at least one of all these categories. They are interested in at least one of all of these. Please allow them to do it, and let's raise independent, confident children. Okay, not children that when you're not there they can do nothing. No, I would like to raise a child where I'm not there, I know that they are fine, they can take care of themselves, and they are good to go. So thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. I hope, and I want to appreciate those that have already subscribed to this channel. Please do well to do so if you haven't already, because I release parenting content, Montessori inclined content, anything parenting that helps a child to become confident, independent. Yes, and then of course following the manual in which their own maker has given. So thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. See you in my next video.